There are people from Western countries who travel to Colombia for the exchange rate, adventure, and romance. But these people often end up getting drugged, robbed, and worse. These are their stories.
I want to deliver a warning message about Medellin. On the surface, it's hard to say anything bad about Medellin. After all, how dare I? But never judge a location by its cover. The city has become overrun with drugs, prostitution, and crime. 3 of my housemates were drugged and robbed in the house. There was a kidnapping attempt on one of my friends. 5 other people that I lived with had their smartphones stolen. There was a very strange local religious group that invaded our co-living space and prayed for God's help to get rid of us gringos. Those experiences left me asking only one question. Why the fuck would any normal, healthy Western person ever go there? Consider this video a sort of public service announcement.
Last night, I went on a date, thought this was a normal girl. I know Colombia, I know you have to be careful here. I don't go to the bars. I've literally been in my apartment working, going to the gym, not doing anything ridiculous. And I woke up to all my stolen. Cameras, microphones, my wallet, credit cards, cash, everything except, thank God, my passport and my computer and my phone. Life comes at you fast. It's the second time. And truthfully, I'm very cautious with these things. I mean, even when I first got here, the first girl that I ever brought over here, I hid all my stuff. I hid all my things. I knew about Colombia, and it was fine. That person turned out to be nice. And this is only the second person that I went on a date with. I cooked for her. We watched a movie, seemed okay. And yeah, just when you think you're okay, you're not. And then what happens? I try to call her out on it. I call the police, and then she starts deleting her messages and saying that if I go to the police, she's going to say I'm an abuser and that I abused her and all these things, and ruin your life. And we legitimately didn't even do anything intimate. I didn't even kiss her. She just was gonna stay the night, and that was it. Because it was late and we watched a movie and we were tired. And then I was gonna wake up early, get to work, and she was gonna head home. And this is what people do. Doesn't matter how good of a person you are, it doesn't matter how hard you are working. These things happen. You could be, yeah. I got nothing else. All I know is I'm not going to scream and complain right now. I'm going to do what I can do to manage the situation. Again, for the second time, freezing all my credit cards, going to the embassy, taking whatever data, photos, messages I have, and hopefully trying to find her. And maybe if she decides to come around and be a good person, bring this stuff back, which she says she will, but I doubt it. So have a great day. One last thing to add on my way over to the embassy, which is 20 minutes away, which was a useless trip, and talking to the police was useless. I noticed that my gait, my walking was off. I felt off, compared to the past 2 weeks. So I wouldn't doubt it if she drugged my water while I was sleeping. There was no alcohol involved, so that was the only way. And I slept through the whole night, which is not normal. Normally I wake up, and that's probably why I didn't hear anything about her getting up.
So it's quite common getting scammed in Cartagena, Santa Marta, and Taganga. Always take photos of your menu, okay? Sometimes they will change the prices completely and bring you out a new menu, so it's good to have the original prices. Also, pay for your items as they come out. Do not run a tab. They will run it up, okay? They will play in your face. And I'm not talking about a 10 extra dollars. I'm talking $100 extra, $200 extra, $500. They are bold, y'all, okay? So this is why I suggest paying for your items as they come out, taking a photo of your menu, or just going to one of the reputable beach clubs.
it was so weird because they like pulled us over to the police truck and they were so nice and welcoming. Like, again, it took me a long time to even realize that we're kind of being robbed a little bit. And so basically they're like, hey, you can do this test, where they're basically like insinuating that you're gonna fail. We're gonna, you know, tamper with the results to make it seem like you've been drinking, or you can just pay us. So very much like a bribe. Like, have you guys seen that movie, We're the Millers? Kind of like that. Like, they're gonna try to make some case against you, even if it's totally fabricated, just so that they can like scare you into thinking you could face jail time or whatever. And then they offer this like really easy alternate, which is just to give them cash, assuming that most people are gonna deal with the cash, as opposed to like going through all the stuff that they would do if they were to have to deal with the law or whatever. Because they were just being so nice. So like the male police officer who was there, he like smiled when he saw me. He had like braces, and he was just like, oh my goodness, hello. And then they're like, okay, give him your passports to, you know, like show or whatever. So I gave him my passport. And he's like, wow, America, oh, where are you coming from? Oh, Los Angeles. Like, he was just having a great time, just chopping it up with me. So it was very bizarre to have that kind of energy going. And then, like, right after that, our friend was like, okay, they basically said, like, give them what's in the wallet. So I handed them all of the money that I had on me, which was, again, just the money that Mr. Big had just given me. And so he wiped us clean. And after we gave him the money, they're like, wow, oh my God, Los Angeles. Okay, have fun. And they sent us back to our car. Our friend who was driving, who was native Colombian, did say like, yeah, this kind of happens regularly. He was just like, welcome to Colombia. Kind of a crazy experience, kind of a crazy way to start my trip. But again, I really didn't let it get me down. You know, I don't think we were in any real true danger. Hopefully, it didn't seem like it at least. But I did really have an amazing time in Medellin in Colombia. So I wouldn't say to let this discourage you if you are thinking about going and visiting. I think you can still have a great time. I think you can really be safe. Just be really aware of your surroundings, make smart choices, and do some research, and you'll be fine. Okay, bye.